Okay, so this is not a cooking channel. This is a homestead channel. But when it's homesteading worthy, you have to make a recipe, do a recipe. I'm Lisa, Shanty Acres Homestead, and we are going to be doing homemade snow ice cream. So if you haven't done it before, you just don't know what you're missing. We got about 8 inches of snow outside, and I told Shane we could have snow ice cream, so he's been looking forward to this all day. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. It might not be the recipe for everybody. I do use a raw egg in it. If you don't want to do that, there are recipes online. Find you one that doesn't have an egg. But these are farm fresh eggs, and if you don't wash the egg, I mean, like, you want to wipe crud off, but the chicken's going to put a preservative on it when they lay it. I remember when I was a kid, you found you found the eggs on an end cap in the grocery store. They weren't even refrigerated, but, so that's why I'm choosing to use an egg in my recipe, because it just makes it awesome. So we're going to do 1 egg. That's not my disposal, but I'll get it in a minute because I got snow on the other side. 1 cup of milk. I think Shane's a little disappointed. I got to tell you, this is coconut milk because I forgot we were doing
this.
I forgot we were doing this. And, you know, I've been home 3 days in the house. I drank the milk today. So, I should scramble that before, mix it. Well, I spilled my sugar, but we are making snow ice cream, and I just cleaned my counters yesterday, so this comes from outside on the ground. If my cabinet's not clean enough to pick up my sugar that I spilled and use in my ice cream, then we're in big trouble.
I just wish I would have got it on video when you spilled the jar.
It slipped right out of my hands.
You're not going to use that in our ice cream, are you?
That's what I just said. This is from the ground.
Lisa keeps a very clean kitchen, so we'll go with it.
Okay, so right now I have a cup of milk, 1 egg, and then I'm going to finish filling up my sugar. So that's a ½ cup. We're going to do a cup of sugar. And that seems like an awful lot of sweetness, but when I was a kid, my dad told me, because my sister and I would kind of get grossed out about a raw egg in whatever, snow ice cream or whatever. So when I was a kid, my dad told me that the sugar cooks the egg. And I believed it. I believed it so much that I tried to Google it yesterday to see if there was anything to it, because he had us convinced that there was some kind of chemical reaction that happened between sugar and raw eggs. Okay, so once you've got that mixed, we've got this beautiful bowl of snow. And I'm just going to take the top off just because it crystallized just a little bit. It's not bad. Because I left it, we actually picked up this bowl of snow yesterday while the snow was fresh, and I left it sitting on the back porch. Alright, and then you're just going to get your snow in there, in your bowl. Whoa. saved it. Alright, I'm just going to kind of fold that in a little bit so we can get plenty in there.
Sounds like a technical cooking term. Fold it in.
Well, I didn't want you to think you're supposed to whip it because I am using the whisk, but you also want to make sure...
wait a minute. I saw snow that color yesterday when I was getting the snow.
Yeah. Nice
we could have
try.
skipped a step.
You also want to make sure that you are using pretty white snow when you go pick up your snow. And my dad always said you wanted to make sure it wasn't the first snow of the season because it kind of cleans the air, but we don't live in a place that gets just a ton of snow. Sometimes we'll get one really good snow a year, so when we get it, we take advantage of it. All the chemicals in the world we'll probably be alright with.
Look, the egg's cooking.
The egg's cooking.
See, I'm making it look like you're wearing a GoPro.
That's good.
She's wearing a GoPro, everybody.
He's my...
Not really. I'm her GoPro.
Yeah, my professional photographer or videographer right there. Snow ice cream is kind of like homemade ice cream, traditional homemade ice cream. You really don't need anything on it, but if you got chocolate, it's good anytime, so.
I have a question. A question?
Okay.
Question over here.
Let me hear your question.
Do we have chocolate?
I don't know. That's a good question. That is a good question. It's the moment of truth. Ha! Chocolate syrup. All right, I'm going to dish Shane up a bowl and we'll see what he thinks.
I want to try it without syrup first.
Well, what do you think?
Delicious. Now, let's try it with syrup. We've got the chocolate. We're going to try that. Delicious. And I had one new idea this time, because I've been thinking about this for 2 days now. Graham cracker. We're going to see what it's like. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Snow ice cream. You never grow out of eating snow ice cream. Just do not fill your bowl with yellow snow.